to my channel. I just completed my first Mchezo jigsaw puzzle. I wanted to get the box because I'm going to show you that it also says Gamosis on the front of the box, but then on the back it says Mchezo. Okay, I always struggle with that word. Now, there's two websites listed on the back of the box, Gamosis.com and Mchezo.com. Everybody that I've talked to that is familiar with this jigsaw puzzle, the happiest kid in the world, call it a Mchezo puzzle. And that's what I posted it as on Instagram, Facebook, and pretty much how I'm going to do it here on YouTube. Now, somebody did message me on one of the groups, and I didn't save the message, so I have to look for it, that another company was selling these puzzles as well. And I can see that happening all the way around because, for example, Puzzle Warehouse sells Buffalo Games and White Mountain, but they sell all kinds of brands. Whereas White Mountain is the name of that company, so they just sell their own brand. Or Buffalo is the name of that company, so it just sells its own brand. So other puzzle companies may carry this brand, but again, I'm going by what you see right here. Okay? And I did buy 2 more puzzles from Mchezo. You can see that right there. And this is called Staying Up All Night. And I also bought this one, Gradient Moon, and our wording on the front says Mchezo, and on the back it also says Mchezo.com. Now, I'm not a puzzle expert. I don't know about all the different companies and so forth and so on, but what I do know is if I get a recommendation for a jigsaw puzzle, I want to try it for myself, and that's what I'm doing here with this puzzle and with this pickup challenge. I have to tell you, it's not much of a challenge because while I was working on the puzzle, if I got a certain part of it done and I needed to move it, I literally just picked up that section and put it over where I needed it. And that's what you're going to see in this pickup challenge. No extra work, no extra energy, just a nice, tight, interlocking jigsaw puzzle. Now, let's take a look at it. Start with that. I have to back up a little because it's portrait mode. Okay, and because it's portrait mode, it's a little hard to show, and I just laid it down super easy. So I am now going to shut this part of the camera off and talk about the puzzle and re-edit this video. So I just thought I would tell you a little bit about my experience with my first Mchezo jigsaw puzzle. Now, I go to a puzzle chat once or twice a week, and I'm beginning to learn more puzzle brands than what I'm learning on YouTube or through my own research. One of those brands was Mchezo, and I think it came up I heard the brand name, so it's stuck in the back of my mind, but then it came up as a recommended offer on eBay for like $16.74. Now, I know sometimes, depending on where you get it, you can get it for $12 or $13 or $16, but you have to factor in shipping. So for $16.74 and free shipping, I grabbed my first Mchezo puzzle on eBay. But because I'm always comparing, I went to Amazon. And when I went to Amazon, they had the 2 other ones, the happiest kid in... this is the happiest kid in the world. They also had Staying Up All Night and Gradient Moon on Amazon at a good price point, and I have Amazon Prime, so I bought 1 on eBay and 2 on Amazon. Now, my experience with this puzzle was very, very, very interesting. Now, I am not well, so I'm sweating a lot, but we won't worry about that. I found this puzzle to be very, very dark, but I also found this puzzle to be very, very joyous. Why did I enjoy this puzzle even though it was a darker puzzle? Well, it's because I have grown sons who were really into games when they were teenagers. And a lot of the games, cartoons, and movies that I see in this puzzle reflect back to the youth of my teens. And that's what really kept me going with the puzzle. But because of not feeling my best, I took 3 or 4 calendar days to get this puzzle done. Then last night, I went and grabbed a box, and I might try to show you that screenshot in this video. And I put all my pieces in that box. And I thought, okay, now that I've got the pieces laid out by size and by color, I'm going to get this puzzle done. But I kept coming up to specific areas where I could not find the piece. So I'm thinking, oh boy, this puzzle has pieces missing. But I kept going. Now, you can't see where I'm pointing to, but down here, let's see if you can see. No, you can't really see it. I'm going to try to adjust my camera. Nope, I can't do it. Okay. Down on one of the shelves, I had this tray, and somehow I had pushed it to the back. What was in this tray? All of the pieces for the words up here. And let's just take when I say all the pieces for these words, I had a lot of these pieces in this tray, and I had some pieces that go over here and over here. Anything with words on it had slid into the back of the shelf. So for the last hour or so that I was working on this puzzle, I was really stuck because I was missing pieces, maybe about 30 or 40 pieces. So after I went through a quick run through of everything that I had left, I realized I must have put my puzzle pieces somewhere. Now, I don't have to reveal this. You guys would never know if I wasn't telling you right now. But, why not give you full disclosure? So, what I did is I reached in there and I reached around and I'm like, oh, there they are. And once I found that tray, my fingers, I reached my hands around the shelves that I put my trays, and I found this tray with about 20 or 30 pieces. And with that and with what I had in the box, 20 minutes later, the rest of the puzzle was done. So the last 2 or 2.5 hours on this puzzle didn't need to take place. They really didn't need to take place. I made a huge error. But, when you're sick, sometimes you're cloudy. And that's where I'm going to give myself some grace. I have to give myself grace because I want to enjoy what I'm doing no matter what the challenge, no matter how long it takes, and no matter what I encounter along the way. Now, how do I feel about the brand Mchezo or Gamosis or anybody else that is doing this particular puzzle? I feel like I hit the jackpot with it. I mean, look at it. Look at it. Whoops. Sorry, I just shut this camera off. It's wonderful. Very, very, very good quality. The piece cut was great. The piece thickness, let's take a corner piece off. Your piece thickness was really good, if you can see that. Very sturdy. The only quality issue I had was minor, and that is this piece right here is missing the color, which I guess is a blue. So and you can feel the cavity that part of the puzzle piece wasn't made or something. But that's the only quality problem I had with it. So let's get my hand out the way. So here's your last look at the happiest kid in the world. A delightful 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzle. And as you can tell, it is in portrait mode. Now, as you look at this puzzle, look at all of these old school games. Like, I saw Myst. I saw games that I don't even recognize. StarCraft, I think I recognize, and other ones. The writing is blurry, but I know that somebody who's a gamer would know these just by the box. And there's all kinds of things. It looks like an old Commodore computer or old Windows 3.1 computer or 3.11, whatever it was. This was the easiest part of the puzzle. I did that in like 10 minutes. The sky, the window, and the blinds. And then you had this little screen here, and then you had this old TV there. You had a Star Troopers mask there, and then you have some movies and games in a box here. You have a skateboard, and you have a pogo stick right here. And again, the puzzle is dark. Oh, you got a musical keyboard over there. Anything? Oh, Super Mario, and then I saw Toy Story, and this is a great puzzle. So I'm glad that I did it, and I will be doing Staying Up All Night, but not right away because I think I might do an Ibu puzzle next. But I just wanted to take a few minutes and tell you about this puzzle and why I enjoyed working on it so much. Sorry for the stuff you see in the background, but I just felt like I had to talk to you about this puzzle. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.